segment. Jordan, would you mind talking us through the topic of the week?
Sure. So today's Excel TV weekly topic is the stupidest thing you've ever done in Excel. So John was talking about this earlier. So we thought we would take that and go with it. So I have a few. I'm going to just give you the first thing I ever did, and maybe if I really feel up to it, I'll get you the other one, which was kind of embarrassing. So the first thing I did is I had a client product, and I was testing out fake names on it, and I was just running out of ideas. So I was young, and I guess I'm already young right now, but I was younger at this time, and I wasn't very smart.
So the names had more of a baby Amish beard.
Right, it was more of a peach fuzz going on.
More of a peach fuzz Amish beard. Nice.
So this is really terrible what I did. Okay, so I was trying to think of funny names because I was bored. So I started writing in like program names, like imagine like a series of programs because I did work. Well, I won't say who I did this for, but like programs that you may want to invest in, or if you're a company. So I started using names like Buttface, I think was one of them.
Nice.
Just really like Buttface 1, Buttface 2, and then as I was done testing, I thought I got rid of them, and then I sent it off, and I was looking through it, and I'm like, oh my God, I did not get rid of all of them. So I sent them a really quick update. I don't think that they saw the older one, but that was the second stupidest thing I've ever done. And
it wasn't really Buttface, was it?
At least two of them were Buttface. The other ones, this is a family show. I'm not, listen, I don't say Buttface lightly, all right? I don't just...
Family program.
All right, yeah.
You know, there's web pages that have screenshots of dialogues like this that someone didn't clean up their comments and...
Yeah. So what was the other thing, Jordan?
No, you guys go first.
Jordan, I gotta hear it, man. I gotta hear it.
All right. Okay, this is really more embarrassing in terms of a client engagement than it really is. It's Excel related because I had to present. Okay, so trying to think where to begin. It all starts with barbecue Fritos. Just keep that in mind because I love barbecue Fritos, and for some reason, you can't find them here in Dane except like a random Speedway. Or gas station is going to have these barbecue Fritos. What they have here are these disgusting barbecue like twist things. And I know you don't think this is important, but it really is very important to the story. So I was down in Florida in Cocoa Beach for a client engagement, and I had to present that day. I was taking all their financials, and I had to show it on screen. So keep that in mind. I was in the hotel room in the morning, and I wrote something stupid on Facebook about barbecue Fritos and how I hate those stupid twists because they're disgusting. And my friend wrote back like, hey, my uncle works at the barbecue twist plant. All right, so something incredibly stupid. So I'm sitting in this meeting. The people are on before me, and I'm just incredibly bored out of my mind. And it's not only that, I'm also the youngest guy in the room, so I'm very aware of the fact that these guys aren't really interested in me, and what I'm about to present is going to be ridiculous. So my mind's just kind of wandering off, though, and I'm trying to think of funny retorts to this. So I wrote down, like, my cousin is a Keebler elf, because I was like, I'll write that later on Facebook as my stupid response. But I was afraid that I wrote this down on my notes as I'm doodling and just doing nonsense, and I'm sort of afraid that they're going to read this later. So I wrote, like, M-Y, cuz, C-U-Z. Like, it was kind of encrypted. So then it's my turn, and
I turned it into hieroglyphics.
Right. Well, it was still sort of readable. At least I thought it was to me, not to anyone else. So I put all my stuff down on the table, and I go to the bathroom. I come back, and I'm about to show this dashboard that I made for them. And they're all, like, looking over my notes. And they're like, what does my cousin is a Keebler elf mean? This is, like, 4 hours after they did this really serious, like, slide presentation. I'm like, oh, it's just a dumb joke. And this is, like, all these higher-ups are there, and they're, like, looking at me like I'm such an idiot. Who is this young kid who he flew down here to write dumb jokes on his notepad? So that is lesson 2. And actually, here's...
That was a bonus lesson.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to continue this going, because this actually falls into the third biggest thing, stupidest thing I did. This all happened around time.
Tight, you got to tell a story. You got to tell it tight. Concise.
All right, I'm going to finish this up because I just remembered this because I used to tell people this part. So my Wi-Fi was still on, and I'm showing them this presentation in Excel, and suddenly a instant message from my then girlfriend, but now wife, pops up large on the screen that says, hey, love you, honey, and in front of all these people while I'm presenting. So remember, if you're doing presentations, flip your Wi-Fi off. Also, just flip off your instant messenger. So those are my stupidest things I've ever done, not just with Excel, but with clients' engagement. So there you go.
At least it was only text, right?
All right.
It was only what?
Text.
Rick.
Yeah, well,
Rick.
yeah.
Rick, what's been your stupidest thing?
So I don't have anything with Excel, man. I can't, outside of just the normal stuff, which is, misnaming things, etc. So I'll give you just a bonus stupidest thing. You ready? 1980s. I got a perm. I was a break dancer. Hold on, it gets better. I was a break dancer with parachute pants, and probably the meanest, toughest thing my 8th grade break dancer group could do was to get a group of perms. So realize a bunch of 8th graders walking around with perms with the parachute pants. So that's probably the stupidest thing, and I excelled at it, and that's the best I got for you.
That's not stupid. People were doing that.
Hey,
I bared my soul. That's nothing. Now I'm just embarrassed.
It's hard for me to think of stupid. I've told a story about how this client asked me to build a dashboard, and I pimped this thing out. I was sure she was going to love me, and her remark was, "I can tell it's smart, but I kind of hate it." So it wasn't stupid. I was trying to contribute, but I laughed. I felt a bit embarrassed. My pride was hurt, but I fixed it. I gave her what she wanted and took out all that extra stuff that I thought she was going to really just think I was the greatest thing. There have been other things like, underbidding gigs, working hard. There's one time where, and this was early in my freelancing career, going and talking with somebody, and I love Excel. I love all these puzzles, and meet and talk with somebody for 45 minutes. I got an idea of what they want, and then I go home and start building this thing, and it's like 80% done. And I say, hey, okay, I see how to do this, and this is what it's going to cost you. And then they say, oh, well, it's not that really important. I just wanted to find out if it was possible, but I'll let you know. And that's that's why I didn't realize, as much as I love Excel, I had to think about my time more and get a sense about clients and what they want and what they don't want and where they're at in the process before I go, spend 6 hours building something. And, they didn't trick me. I was the one that did it because my mind was intrigued and I just latched on to it.
We've all done that, I'm sure.
Yeah. When I first started, I did that.
Yeah. And promising a friend I can handle something and think it's going to take 3 hours, and then it's a whole weekend is gone trying to figure this out. But like embarrassing, I don't know, that studying stand up and doing all this kind of stuff, like classes don't go well, that can be tough, but I don't see it as embarrassing or stupid. But like, oh man, this is not going well.
Sometimes you just get in class, but
yeah. Well, I've spent time. Here's something that clients never really seem to want, and it took me a while, or at least they think they want it, which is I'll spend time writing a user's manual for them, and then I'll give it to them, and then I get in this awkward situation where they ask me a million questions, and I have to be like, it's in the manual, it's in the manual. First I'm really nice, and then I'm like, oh, I really just want to send you this PDF 7 times.
Come on, nobody reads those things.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
those are weird. I guess that's when it kind of gets weird. But I don't know. So no one has any stupid or embarrassing things. I guess I bared my soul here and put myself
We're leaving you alone.
You had me think about it, because I use random data generators, and I found a new one. It was really cool. You can generate addresses and all kind of stuff with it. And then after I got done with what I was doing, then I realized all the goofy names in there, hey, would you blow me and all that stuff. And then
what name generator was that? I don't think that was a name generator.
I'm going back to that thing because I am not going to accidentally send that to a client. I got rid of that stuff.
What name generator was that?
I don't even remember. There's a lot of them out there, and
It was
I
free on the internet. That's why it was so great.
Yeah, I said this
That was just an Easter egg.
not for what I'm trying to do.
So I think we need to end with that. That needs to be the end of the segment.